Alright. Saw the murder weapon. Reported. Tracks. There maybe? The she saw tracks part? The tracks thing might come up later as a sort of proof thing. Maybe we just press here to see like why she can drive a snowmobile.
Larry would have seen her. Which probably isn't relevant right now, but it'll be relevant soon, I know it. Larry would have seen her. And remember, because he was waiting specifically for Iris.
True.
And I'm pretty sure he was, like, keeping his eye on the bridge, not literally just waiting in the building. Alright. I'll press the snowmobile thing, and then I'm going to start pressing everything if this doesn't help.
Well, that would have been possible, time-wise. One element remains out of place here.
Oh, and what would this mystery element be?
The killer's reasoning, Your Honor. Why did the killer do all of this? Why go to Eagle River to dispose of the murder weapon when there are other methods?
Too many unanswered questions. Your response, Ms. Von Karma? What?
Turning to me for help over the slightest thing. Why don't you think for yourself once in a while, Your Honor?
Because I'm supposed to remain completely unbiased and let you guys do your thing, and I'm just more of a kind of a mediator and remembering the facts and keeping things straight. I'm not supposed to be
brain.
I'm not supposed to be providing my own opinions because that is bias and not neutral, which is what I'm supposed to be.
Don't you sass me.
What?
She's as over the top as always. Anyway. Whatever the reason, the fact remains the defendant could have done this. The murder weapon was disposed of in the river. Another point to me, Miles Edgeworth. Another mystery to feed the fire. Was there any reason to go throw away the murder weapon? Luckily, there is surely a problem with this testimony. No, all I have to do is start poking holes in this flawed account.
Alright, so it's not about the snowmobile. Or that one, so... Alright, let me just check the autopsy to be sure. I'm not liking the fact that it says 10 to 11 p.m. instead of being exact like most autopsies are in this game. Whenever an autopsy is not exact, that means the time difference is important.
Shouldn't you like it then?
Huh?
Shouldn't
No,
you
I don't like it because that's another thing I have to worry about and keep track of. Yeah, that doesn't help at all. I'm going to try presenting the photo on this, but I doubt it. I don't think it'll be this easy.
Maybe we need to press first?
This was not the right thing. Yeah, I'm gonna press from the start over so I'm not forgetting what I have and haven't pressed.
Yeah. I mean, we've only pressed the last thing.
Yeah, but if we keep pressing, like, what if it's this? What if it's this? Instead of just doing everything and getting everything sorted out, then... whatever, fine. Tracks.
As I recall, there was a snowmobile outside the main gate when I visited. I mean, yeah that's it.
Yeah, that's the same snowmobile. Okay. That's it. That's the only one we have. It'll run no matter how much snow falls.
Now, you're certain the snowmobile was there at the main gate when you arrived?
Yes, of course. It was parked in front of the gate.
So, she had already gone, discarded the murder weapon, and returned by that time. I'm not sure if this is really relevant. What should I do?
Always press further after safe stating.
I need answers to why the hell I have the hiccups. And also to every possible doubt. The snowmobile in question, was it still warm at that time?
Huh? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean, eh?
What do you mean, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, eh? I'm playing to a slow crowd here. It goes without saying that using a snowmobile will heat the engine. If it was still warm, then that means it was recently used.
Ah, I see. I never thought of that. That's right. I overlooked that, too.
Of course you did. Then answer the question, please, witness. I didn't check. Damn it.
I don't have to go around touching hot engines. However, now that you mention it, there wasn't any snow on it.
So it was warm.
Snow? What is this snow you speak of? Yes, for some reason, only the snowmobile wasn't covered in snow.
Because it was used. There wasn't any snow on it. Curses.
It seems highly likely that the killer did use the snowmobile then, eh?
How long does it take to get to Dusky Bridge by snowmobile?
Well, at least we clarified that.
Maybe it's the came back part?
I would like to not forget what we have and haven't pressed, so I'm going to press both of these.
In that case, why didn't you use it yourself? You could have spared yourself some walking. You can always just ask me what we've pressed and what we haven't.
Rhino, I don't trust your memory. You can't even remember how to say Shichishito! Ah, there's a reason for that. Have we got a moment for me to explain? I think that's why the question was asked in the first place. It was about a month ago. I was driving my beloved little snowmobile, happy as can be. I'd fetched some water and was heading back when I went and crashed into a tree. The tree and my back both went crunch, just like that. Crunch. Crunch. Captain Crunch. I haven't been able to find the courage to ride anything since then. Anyway, the killer must have used it.
Was the snowmobile still out there next to the tree?
What do you mean out there next to the tree?
Like, what if she didn't drive it back after that?
I mean, this was a month ago.
Yeah. I'm tossing
like
ideas here since we're saying the snowmobile is already out there since there's only one set of tracks.
I'm pretty sure it's the same snowmobile, so I imagine it got repaired. Because she said it's the only one, and she lives at the temple, so... Or, I'm pretty
she
sure
didn't say the snowmobile went crunch, she said the tree and her went crunch.
Right, now, if you drive a snowmobile into a tree, do you think the snowmobile is going to come out unscathed? Especially if you drove the snowmobile...
I don't think those go particularly fast.
I mean... If I rode a bicycle into a tree, I think the bicycle would be damaged, and those aren't very fast.
Well, bicycles are a lot more flimsy, but just press the thing.
Yeah. Point being, I'm pretty sure the snowmobile was repaired from whatever damage it took. And I'm pretty sure it also didn't matter anyway. Or it doesn't matter to this case, besides explaining why she doesn't use it.
Refresh our memory. How long were you knocked out for?
Like I said, somewhere between 10 to 20 minutes.
It's possible to get to the bridge and make it back in 10 minutes using the snowmobile. I have to concede that is more than enough time. Is that all you wish to concede, Miles Edgeworth?
But Phoenix heard the scream and came instantly. Did it take him 20 minutes to get to the courtyard?
I don't know. Guess we can go from the beginning then, if you like.
Yeah, there's only like 2 left to do.
You're sure about the time?
Yes, I was worried about it after all. Why was that? Because I have a strong sense of responsibility, especially at this time of the year. Especially in winter. The Acolyte was being doused in freezing water at the time.
Thought you said it hadn't started.
Yeah, she did say it hadn't started. I couldn't very well take it easy in the bath all night now, could I? So at 11, I decided to leave Hazakura Temple.
Our estimation of the time seems reliable, at least. Please continue, sister. You asked Phoenix Wright to report the crime, correct?
Right, the one who trampled me.
Seems she is the type to hold a grudge.
There isn't a phone in the main hall, so I sent him to the bridge.
Phoenix Wright. He didn't even have his cell phone on him. He had forgotten it at home, I'm apparently.
I'm apparently?
What a naive boy, as always. Not only do I always carry my phone, but I always have my whip in hand, too.
Phoenix always forgets the main three: keys, wallet, phone. Then again, his wallet has nothing in it anyway, so who cares? Anyway, I was really scared, and it was taking him a while to get back. So I thought I'd go out by the main gate for a spell. Alright, we've pressed everything. Nothing new came up. So, let's look over. It's not going to be the attorney's badge. He still thinks he wasn't serious when he gave this to me. Staff is not going to be important. Sword's not important. Scroll, hood. Note to Iris I don't think is going to be important. Yeah, note to Iris isn't going to be important. I don't think the map's really important, but it has a chance. Weather data. I'm gonna try something. Nope, the fact that the bridge was lit on fire had nothing to do with whether or not they threw it into the river.
Should we not just try presenting the snowmobile photo?
Why?
The tracks and everything.
I tried already. I've already played it on the only thing relevant to it. Not this.
I thought you were just pressing everything.
No, I did the presenting as well beforehand. Wait a minute. No, the path lines up. I'm gonna try this anyway. No, that's actually the same spot I tried it on already.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I meant to try it here. Boom!
So it was a snowmobile.
Yeah, it was a snowmobile. It had to be presented elsewhere, though.
I admit this photograph proves something. Didn't I ask about the coming back part, but I think I asked about pressing it.
Yeah, you asked to press it. You said to present it on the part where she talked about the tracks, but that was it.
It proves that the snowmobile was used on the night of the murder. You've finally accepted the inevitable, it seems, Miles Edgeworth. However,
oh, god damn it.
If what the witness says is true, why is there only one set of tracks?
Knew it! It was just the wrong goddamn thing to present it on! Damn it! I hate when that happens!
I'm sorry, Max, you were off by just a tiny bit.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Iris left Hazakura Temple, threw the weapon into the river, and then returned. If this was the case, then naturally there should be two sets of tracks in the snow. Sorry, had to mute myself while I burped. Those from heading out to the bridge, and those from coming back.
If you mute yourself to burp and then say that you did so, that doesn't really help.
Well, sorry. I figured you would question my pauses.
I mean, I figure at this point, when you pause, you're just taking a bite.
No, I've been doing that mostly whenever you were going over stuff.
Ah, you're right.
You're forgetting one thing, Miles Edgeworth. Were you about to say it was snowing? Because that's stupid. 5 minutes, Von Karma. Takes more than 5 minutes to cover up tracks. On the night of the murder, it was snowing.
That was happening at what, 11 p.m.? When did the snow stop? Oh, right!
Oh!
Gotcha!
It's like, can I throw evidence at her in the middle of her statement? The tracks leading to the bridge are erased by the snowfall. This removes your precious contradiction, now doesn't it? No, it doesn't.
I see. While she was at the river, the snow stopped.
No.
Leaving just the return tracks in the snow.
No. What do you have to say now, Miles Edgeworth? Is there a flaw in her theory? Yes, there is. This idea that the snowfall covered one set of tracks.
I'm just doing that mostly as a waypoint or checkpoint than thinking that this is wrong to say.
The tracks to the river were covered by snow. What a nice theory. However, Miss Von Karma, that is impossible. Would you care to explain why there is a rude index finger currently pointed in my general direction? Sorry, it's a habit. No need. The evidence will do all of the talking for me.
On the night of the murder, the killer went to and returned from Dusky Bridge in order to dispose of the murder weapon. The outgoing tracks were erased by snow. Or so claims Ms. Von Karma.
Yes, I do.
Mr. Edgeworth, present your evidence to the contrary, eh? Evidence that the outgoing tracks were not covered by snow.
I present to you my weather app. Witness, please tell us again what time it was when you witnessed the crime.
And like I said, it was around 11.
Bingo. Of course, this means that the weapon was thrown away after that time, correct? On that note, please take a look at this data.
Look at this
It
data.
It is the weather report for Eagle Mountain on the night of the murder.
The weather report.
Snow started to fall at 7 p.m., but stopped around 10:50. Son of a bitch. Therefore, when the sister witnessed the crime at 11 p.m., the snow had already stopped falling. I expected there to be a dramatic zoom in for that.
They're gonna, I swear to God, if Francisca says something like, she said around 11 p.m.
It is impossible for any tracks made after that time to have been covered up. Ah, still cold.
Well, it is winter, stupid. Order! Order! Oh wow, I actually got to say order without being whipped for once. Very well then. It looks like Miss Von Karma's claim has been snowed in. Wow! Just when I thought I could get away with it! Ah!
It is too soon to be closing this trial due to snow and making puns about my failures.
That's not very nice of you.
Miles Edgeworth. Yes, turn your head. This is going to be brutal. How pathetic of you to rely on the weather of all things. Oh, suck it.
Looks like Mr. Edgeworth could do with some ice right about now.
Where was that evidence sword? Answer me this then. When is the weather report ever correct? Really?
No, you got it all wrong. This isn't a forecast, this is actual data. Yeah!
This isn't a forecast, this is a recording. Forecast data. All weather reports have some inaccuracies. It may have still been snowing in the vicinity well past 11 p.m.
It's true. We cannot be totally sure, eh?
Ugh. What? That's bullshit.
It had stopped snowing at Hazakura Temple when the murder took place. We need to provide conclusive evidence of this. Ah! I believe that I can do so, using the lack of snow on the body! There's no snow on the body. Okay, just making sure.
You were like, wait, is there?
I realized that it's a black and white photo. I needed a moment.
I've come this far. There's no turning back now. Very well. I, too, cannot allow any doubt to remain concerning the testimony. Ha! You cannot back down, can you? Such a perfectionist, Miles Edgeworth.
Very well then, Mr. Edgeworth.
Yes.
Where is your evidence that it had already stopped snowing when the victim was killed?
There.
Oh, okay.
Ultimately, it all comes down to one point. That being whether or not it was snowing in that courtyard when the victim was stabbed.
Whether or not, you say? Please don't whip me.
You're going to get it! That's right. Going to get it indeed. But proving that the thing Edward said is true is incredibly easy. Stop finishing my sentences! If we want to know whether or not it's snowing or not, this photo will tell us everything. Of course, I am referring to the photo of the crime scene. Look at this photograph. As you can see, everything is covered with snow. Everything except, of course, the body.
Yeah, one exception, based.
And that is the body. Oh, right.
Good enough.
Why is there no snow on top of her? The answer is simple. She is too hot. It had stopped snowing when she was killed, that's why.
How old was she? Unknown. Oh.
Gasp. At least she's not aged dead. Gee.
We don't actually have Mia right now because we're playing as Edgeworth, so we can't even look at that. That's one photograph we can't look at. And so it won't make us laugh.
In other words, if the killer really did go to the Eagle River to dispose of the murder weapon, then in this photograph there should be 2 sets of tracks. Ah!
Order! Order! Just what are you...
Stop interrupting me! Just what are you suggesting, Miles Edgeworth?
You hadn't started talking yet, though.
To be honest, I am not sure myself, but this simply is what all these packs point to. Yes, I said packs point to. That night, someone used the snowmobile to leave Hazakura Temple. Zoom, zoom, zoom! From the tracks left, it can be understood that they were heading for Dusky Bridge. At that time, it was still snowing. Of course it was, because those tracks were gone. Then, when this person returned to Hazakura Temple, zoom, zoom, zoom! The snow had stopped. Thus, the return tracks remained. Larry?
No. Because he was hanging out... Because remember, he was still at the bridge when Phoenix got there. Wait.
There's only 2 people left, then.
We didn't touch on this point very much. Bikini. Forgot her name briefly. She said that Iris had come to take over while she went to take her bath. And then we were like, no, she didn't. And she was like, I don't understand why she would lie. And then we were like, we doubt your memory. Let's talk about this. We didn't really touch on that fact.
Yeah, I was about to say there's only 2 people that could have used it then, Iris or Bikini.
So here's my thought. Going again with the theory from earlier that Dahlia had possessed someone to do this murder. Or was channeled by someone. Dahlia leaves with the snowmobile, crosses the bridge, pretends to be Iris. And Bikini's like, I'm gonna go take a bath. And Dahlia's like, yes, I am Iris, goodbye. And Bikini leaves. And then later, Dahlia takes the snowmobile back, by that time the snow had stopped, and commits the murder. I don't know why she would have gone to the inner temple. Unless she was literally just trying to, you know, not make Bikini come back or something. Or not make Bikini worry or something. I don't know. I don't know why she did it, but that's my theory!
I like how this is the kind of universe where we can base the theory off the murderer was a ghost.
Yeah! I like how all my trains of logic are basically like, all of it points to this being something that could have happened and makes sense. I don't know why, but it could have happened. I have no idea why, but it's a possibility.
Yep. Alright, pause once more for time while I just put all these dishes away.
Okay. The judge will sit here humming. Can I say something? This all sounds a bit fishy to me.
What does, sister?
There was only one key for the snowmobile. Oh.
That's important. Furthermore, on the night in question, we know that the defendant had it.
Wait, since when? Oh.
The key was found in her room after the murder.
Do these people not understand the concept of planting? It's come up in enough murders. Which could only mean that night, Iris used the snowmobile to go to the inner temple. Or it means somebody else used the snowmobile and left the key in her room. Can you get that through your tiny ass fucking brain? That happens in literally every fucking case. Swear to God.
Iris said that you never went there. I should probably press on this point some more when I get the chance. Inspector, stop drooling on me.
The snowmobile can't cross the suspension bridge, so she must have left it on the Hazakura side of the bridge and crossed on foot. That sounds right. But what's odd is, when I left Iris and returned to Hazakura Temple, I didn't see anything near Dusky Bridge.
You must have just failed to see it, sister.
Maybe, but when I made it back to Hazakura Temple, it was there, by the main gate. The snowmobile, I mean, and covered in snow.
Maybe the author lady took it?
I know what I saw. It was covered in snow, too.
But that isn't possible.
Order! Order! Order in the court! What does this all mean? What did you say? That's what I...
So then, what was the automobile used for?
It's a snowmobile, not automobile.
It wasn't taken by the defendant when she went to the inner temple. If it had been, then the witness couldn't have possibly seen it by the gate. Furthermore, it wasn't used by the killer to dispose of the murder weapon. If that was the case, there should be two sets of tracks in this photo. All we know is this. After it stopped snowing, someone used the snowmobile to return to Hazakura Temple.
Okay, then that means someone would have had to leave the temple on the snowmobile after Bikini got back, but before the murder. And then come back with it, not necessarily after the murder, but very shortly before it, because of when the snow stopped.
So, the author?
Possibly. I'm kind of thinking that maybe it's something like, okay, I'm pretty sure that the Iris that Bikini saw at the temple was Dahlia possessing somebody. Because Iris never left her room. I don't know how else she factors into this, but I do know that. That is pretty much guaranteed, unless there was somebody who just put on a hood and was like, I am Iris.
And she was like, okay.
Good enough. So, comes back for a bath. If she didn't have the snowmobile, Dahlia couldn't have used it to come back to the temple, so she would have had to walk if she did commit the murder. So that literally does only leave the author lady to use it. I don't know why she did, but I think that she took it, drove, and then drove back, and then pretty much as soon as she got back, she was killed. That sound right? Because there's literally no other options. Because, okay, let's run down the list of everybody who was there. Larry
That
wouldn't have done it because he would have already been at the place at that time waiting for
Heavenly
Iris.
Hall.
Heavenly Hall, yeah. Bikini didn't do it. Bikini didn't use it. Iris
Maya was at the inner temple.
Maya was at the temple. It wasn't Phoenix, obviously, and it wasn't Miles because he wasn't even there.
It was not Gumshoe.
It was not Gumshoe. It was not Lotta Hart. It wasn't the judge, maybe. Okay.
Oh wait, we were going over people who were there.
Yeah. I don't think Pearl can drive a snowmobile.
Was Pearl there?
Yeah. Remember, she went missing.
This was not mentioned. I had no idea up until this point Pearl was there.
First off, she was there in the last session. Second off, I told you when I sent you the basics on Skype, Pearl went missing.
I missed that somehow.
Because remember, she was like, I'm gonna go wash the dishes. And the author was like, come, when you're done, you can come to my room. We can read more of those books that you love. And she's
I'm
like,
remembering that now. I had completely forgotten she came.
And then she was like, okay. Oh! Maybe, because Elise said that she was gonna go look for Pearl. Maybe she took the snowmobile at that point. Because this was before...
That could be a possibility.
She took the snowmobile at that point, or relatively later on, to look for Pearl. And then
Pearl
she
could have
came
been
back.
possessed.
Yeah, what if Dahlia possessed Pearl?
Ooh.
But, no, because the channeling thing, it has to be voluntary, right? Why would she have summoned Dahlia?
Yeah. We're working off of guest and ghost work.
We've lined it all up properly, I think. I'm fairly certain it was Elise who used the snowmobile. You probably used it to go look for Pearl, or she had some other reason. And then she came back. At that point, the snow had stopped. And she went to her room and died. Alright. Alright, that's what we got.
I never thought such a simple snowmobile could cause so much trouble.
Ellipses. I think we've arrived at this point due to the witness. Yes, I've nothing more to add. I've told you everything that I know. Well then, it still leaves us with the same problem. If only there was someone, a witness who could testify to having seen the snowmobile.
A witness, huh?
Edgeworth, could you just, feign ignorance, maybe?
No.
And, do that on the next trial day?
Justice?
Okay. Was there no one out walking, perhaps, near Dusky Bridge on that night? I don't think that's likely. If it's cold enough to freeze your ears off. Was there nobody at a shack near Dusky Bridge, keeping an eye out, expecting somebody to appear?
I really don't want to do this.
Only an idiot would go out wandering in that. Who is perhaps
idiot.
an idiot? Who is perhaps an idiot? Unless they had something really important to do. An idiot who had something they believed was important to do, but was actually really goddamn stupid and not important or relevant at all to this case, but thus forces them to be involved anyway. Yeah, it's a shame.
Hold on. Something is coming to me. Feeling of dread. A horror from beyond. One that I had hoped to separate myself from. An idiot may well have gone wandering out in that subarctic night. Your Honor, I actually have an idea. There may be one individual able to help us.
Really?
You'd know of someone who might have seen the snowmobile on the night of the murder. I don't know for sure if he saw it or not. But there are two things about him that do come to mind. That he is an idiot. First, that he saw something incredible on the night of the murder. And the second being, this individual that I am thinking of went wandering outside on that cold night. In other words, he is our kind of idiot.
Mr. Edward, who is this idiot you're talking about?
Phoenix Wright. Ha 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 ha.
Ha-ha! Okay, anyway.
Why is Godot still in here?
Maybe he'll be prosecuting later or something. This guy must be a product of Jean-Luc Duke's Guide to Obnoxious French Painting.
This is Larry Butts, the student of the victim, Elise Stoneham.
Her student? Interesting. Why was he wandering on the night of the murder?
It's very stupid. I could tell them about his designs for Iris, but it may cost us his credibility as a witness before I even call him. He is, after all, an artist. Oh, that explains a lot of things. He was perhaps searching for something in the snowy scenery that would move him. Although I cannot guarantee that this is the reason. And so, this unfortunate, unreliable-looking man, who is also scruffy, what exactly was it that he saw? I intend to extract that information from him, right here in this courtroom.
Summon this youth as a witness immediately!
I have no choice, do I? Here, you can borrow my butt signal. Nothing? Alright. I believe he is in the gallery for this trial. It will not take long to summon him.
Very well.
Larry, you may have just escaped me yesterday. Today I am going to get everything out of you.
The court will now adjourn for a 20-minute break. Ms. Von Karma, please see to preparing the next witness.
Very well, I will enact the butt signal. Who voices Larry?
Me.
Okay.
Also, I've been able to do that for years, and I've never wanted to. Good. Well then, court is now in recess.
We're still in the trial.
Yeah. Trial of the butt. Whoosh. Boom, boom.